The most dangerous criminals in American history. Some criminals steal money. Some destroy lives. But a few become so dangerous that their names terrify an entire nation. From ruthless serial killers to masterminds who outsmarted the police for years. These are the most dangerous criminals in American history. What made them so terrifying? How were they finally caught? And what dark secrets did they leave behind? Tonight, we uncover the stories America can never forget. These are real stories, real victims, real investigations, and some are still surrounded by mystery even today. So lock your doors, turn down the lights, and let's begin. 1. Ted Bundy, the charming killer. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy didn't look like a monster. He was intelligent, attractive, and incredibly charming. That's exactly what made him so dangerous. During the 1970s, Bundy murdered multiple young women across several U.S. states. What terrified investigators most was how normal he appeared. He often pretended to be injured wearing fake casts or asking women for help loading items into his car. Once victims trusted him, they disappeared. Police struggled for years because crimes happened in different states and communication between departments was weak at the time. But Bundy eventually made a fatal mistake. After escaping custody twice, he was finally captured in Florida after a brutal attack that shocked the nation. In court, Bundy acted confident and calm, almost enjoying the attention. Years later, before his execution, he confessed to many murders. Some investigators believe the true number of victims may never be known. 2. Al Capone, America's most feared gangster. Al Capone. When people think of organized crime in America, one name stands above the rest. Al Capone. During the Prohibition era, alcohol was illegal in the United States. But Capone built a massive criminal empire by controlling illegal alcohol, gambling, and violence in Chicago. His organization earned millions of dollars while terrifying anyone who opposed him. The most infamous event connected to Capone was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. 7 men were murdered in broad daylight by attackers disguised as police officers. Even though Capone was suspected, authorities struggled to prove his involvement. For years, he seemed untouchable. But surprisingly, Capone was not arrested for murder. He was finally brought down for tax evasion. One of America's most feared gangsters was defeated not by bullets, but by paperwork. 3. Jeffrey Dahmer, the Milwaukee Monster. Jeffrey Dahmer. Few criminal cases horrified America more than Jeffrey Dahmer. Known as the Milwaukee Monster, Dahmer committed crimes so disturbing that many people still find them difficult to discuss today. For years, he targeted vulnerable young men. Neighbors often complained about strange smells and suspicious behavior coming from his apartment. But the truth inside was far worse than anyone imagined. In 1991, one victim managed to escape and alert police. When officers entered Dahmer's apartment, they discovered horrifying evidence that shocked even experienced investigators. America watched the case in disbelief. People questioned how such crimes could continue for so long without being stopped. Dahmer later admitted to multiple murders and received numerous life sentences. His name remains one of the darkest in criminal history. 4. John Gotti, the Teflon Don. John Gotti. Unlike many criminals who hid from the spotlight, John Gotti loved attention. As the boss of the Gambino crime family in New York, Gotti became famous for expensive suits, flashy appearances, and bold public behavior. The media called him the Teflon Don because legal charges never seemed to stick. Witnesses disappeared. Jurors were influenced. Cases collapsed. For years, Gotti appeared unstoppable. But the FBI secretly recorded conversations from inside his organization. Those recordings exposed betrayals, criminal plans, and murders connected to the mafia boss. Eventually, Gotti was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. Even one of America's most powerful mob leaders could not escape forever. 5. The Zodiac Killer, the unsolved nightmare. Zodiac Killer. Some criminals become even more terrifying because they are never caught. That's what happened with the Zodiac Killer. During the late 1960s and early 1970s, the Zodiac Killer attacked victims in Northern California. But murder wasn't enough for him. He sent cryptic letters and coded messages directly to newspapers mocking police and demanding public attention. Some of his codes were solved decades later. But many mysteries remain unanswered. Despite one of the largest investigations in American history, authorities never officially identified the killer. To this day, the Zodiac case continues to fascinate investigators and true crime fans around the world. And somewhere in the shadows, the real identity may still remain hidden forever. These criminals terrified America not only because of violence, but because they revealed something deeply disturbing. Sometimes monsters look completely normal. Their stories changed laws, investigations, and public fear forever. And while some were captured, others left behind mysteries that still haunt people today. So which case shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more true crime stories and dark mysteries. Thanks for watching. And stay safe.